Aquarius, hello. Aquarius singles. December 2020. What's going on in your life, Aquarius singles? Are you looking for love? Is love going to find you? Or is it just more of the same, or just different things for you? Keep in mind, even though this is a singles reading, it isn't necessarily about finding love or your soulmate or what have you. It's just about you. What's going on in your life right now? What's the focus? Okay, so Aquarius. I'm sorry, I just did Libra, Aquarius. We're going to pull an angel card, an oracle card, a blessing card, and then we're going to get into the tarot, all right? But I want you to remember that I can't read for the entire Aquarius collective. This just isn't going to be for everybody. It can't. It's impossible, all right? So keep that in mind. So if it's not for you, it's okay. Just leave it. Some of it might be. You know the drill. Check your moon, rising, and Venus signs. You might find within your chart those signs ring a little bit more true and closer to you when it comes to collective readings. So that's always something I like to point out. Download divine love. Okay, so this again, Archangel Orion coming out. That's what that is. Download divine love. What is divine love? Love is patient, love is kind. It does not boast. It's slow to anger. But it's about even more than that, okay? It's about experiencing the pureness of a spiritual experience. So, Aquarius, download divine love. That is your angel card. Serendipity. I love when this comes out because anything is possible, but this is where the unexpected manifests into your life, where in December there could very well be some kind of like unexpected circumstance that just really you do a double take. It doesn't have to be anything really big or enormous or life-changing, but nonetheless it's something that is just like, how did this even materialize? How did this come up? How did this happen? This is fantastic. It's a good thing. Serendipity is not bad at all. Okay, so there's this feeling that aligning yourself with your true self is bringing in some kind of like fated circumstance. And so this might be about love, and it might not be. I don't know. So we're going to explore that, Aquarius. And a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. So you might be standing up for yourself right now, Aquarius. This is mid-November as I'm recording this, and we're looking into December, right? So you might be facing something that just can't be avoided. But I think the clue here for you in this is download divine love. Everything you do out of love, even if it has to go against what other people want, so or what other people think you should do. Just remember, do everything out of love. But even if you have to go against something, you're doing it out of love, and you're doing it out of being true to yourself. So and I think that it helps you to soften the blow of this kind of quarrel or conflict that possibly may not be avoidable in December, but serendipity is here. And that serendipity always says, expect the unexpected. It's not too good to be true. It just is what it is, and embrace that. So Aquarius, let's see. We're going to talk about the tarot, and we're going to see, maybe you're looking for love. Maybe it's looking for you, and maybe that's not your focus. You have the Six of Pentacles, center of everything. So you're busy. You're taking care of business. You're taking care of your life. You're doing you, Aquarius. You have the Five of Cups, so you come from some bitter disappointment, some sorrow. So there might be some unfinished business, especially with this, a blessing on a battle that can't be avoided. There might be unfinished business with somebody from the past, Aquarius. You have the Seven of Swords here. And I feel like you are defending yourself. I almost feel like you're being defensive because you might have a feeling that somebody has been in your pockets, or somebody has taken from you in a way that was inappropriate. And you know, I think that you're being very guarded. So up here is like you want to protect yourself moving forward into December, and you might have an inkling that there's just some unfinished business. Again, I've said this is probably with somebody in the romantic arena, but it doesn't have to be. So you have some foresight of some unfinished business, or some things that have to yet take place. You have the Two of Swords here in your basement, so you're not sure how you're going to approach this. It goes, you know, through your mind. You are not only feeling this, but you're thinking about it. You're not sure how you're going to handle things, and I think that's where serendipity comes into play, because I think something actually steps in. The universe steps in for you to handle this. And that's a really interesting message to get. But I do feel like the universe does step in and come on the scene, because you may not be so sure how to deal with some things that have not finished up in life. Two of Wands, you're looking forward to your future, but again, you're not certain of your steps forward. Six of Swords, you do get clarity here, but you know, you do get some clarity about where you're going to go, how you're going to handle things, how you're going to progress. Maybe you don't know just yet, but you do see yourself just moving forward, moving beyond this. And you have the Two of Pentacles here. Funny, you have the Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. This is influencing you. So you might be back and forth with how to handle a situation. You are probably dealing, I do really feel like you're dealing with some very bitter disappointment. And I do feel like this is a love disappointment, a romance disappointment, a relationship disappointment. So there's some things that have to be dealt with. And you don't want to perpetuate the things as they have been, the status quo. You just want to put an end to them. You're not quite sure how you're going to handle it. The Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, you're back and forth. You're unsure how to go forward. And then you have the Four of Wands here. And this is so funny here, because the Four of Wands is all about that marriage commitment, you know, or that family commitment, or that dedication to somebody, or sometimes maybe it's something, but it's that dedication to something very solid and firm. And this is like, this is coming into play here, because you remember this, and in that, there's this disappointment. You don't want to hurt this person, but you have to make some steps forward. You have to make some moves forward to close this out in your life. And so I think that you're kind of holding on this Four of Wands. You're looking at things from the past, like we had all this commitment and devotion to one another, and now here it is. You know, we have to deal with this. We have to close some things out, and I want to move forward. But you look back at what was supposed to be the promise, and that promise has been broken. And Death here and the outcome. Like I said, so that promise has been broken. There things have to be dealt with. There is that sense of unfinished business. There's that feeling that things have to come to an end. And I do feel like serendipity comes in to kind of wrap things up for you. Now, this is a general reading, so I'm not one-on-one with you, so I can't get really specific, because it doesn't work that way. Okay, but like, you know, there is this ending coming. There is a conclusion. There is a period at the last sentence in this chapter of your life, and it does conclude from there. So I do feel like this is like setting you free to move on. But you are kind of looking at the past like, wow, I can't believe all this ended. I can't believe in this disappointment that I've experienced. And, you know, I do feel like this ultimately led you to why you're single, your challenge. The Empress. Okay, your challenge here, Aquarius, is realizing that you can start fresh, you can start new, you can move forward, you can move on. So you might feel a bit challenged in this. You might feel like you have ties to some things of the past and the person of the past that's holding you back, that's keeping you from actually breaking free and through this. And so the Death card is here, and serendipity is here, and all that kind of comes into play in December. And I think that you struggle maybe in December with the idea that you can move forward and you can chart your own course. And I think that maybe you're in such a fresh feeling of that disappointment and that breakup and that all the things that go with it, that you're not quite 100% ready to let go. But the universe wants you to take a step forward and out of your shell and out into the world here. And so death and serendipity come, and the blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. That speaks for itself. It can't be avoided. But I do feel like serendipity plays a huge role here for you. I think serendipity steps in and eases the discomfort and the hesitation you may have to wrap some things up with this person from the past. And you're moving forward. Death is the best part of this reading to me, because it says that this is closed out for you in December, that you can finally move forward. You can finally be accountable to yourself and only yourself. You're not accountable to anybody else. You do look at that Four of Wands commitment. You do look at the ties that you had with this person. You might have children with this person, maybe you don't, but regardless, fit into your circumstances how you will. And so that might be what makes this so incredibly difficult for you. But you are moving forward. You're moving on. Death card. Death card is not a negative card. It's beautiful because it says that you have concluded this. And in this conclusion, the next card would be the Fool. It would be the new beginning. And that's really what is on the horizon for you. And maybe it doesn't quite show up until 2021 for you, Aquarius, but it is there for you. So remember that. I'm going to let you go. If this resonated with you, please leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe so you get more from me down the road. I appreciate each and every one of you. And have a great rest of your day. Thank you.